focus on Tolkien?
Well, I had a book out earlier called Tolkien, Man and Myth, originally published in England in the late 1990s. And when Peter Jackson's movies, The Lord of the Rings, came out about 10 years ago, I was speaking all over the country in all sorts of venues, including state universities, Ivy League schools, as well as Catholic schools, on the hidden meaning of The Lord of the Rings. And this was a very powerful way of evangelizing through the power of Tolkien, because you can talk about Catholicism if you're talking about Frodo or Bilbo. If you talk about the gospel, people, agnostics will just close their minds, close their hearts. Well, I think one of the powers of The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit are that they actually get past what C.S. Lewis called those watchful dragons. When people put their guard up against Christianity, these books get beyond that guard. People realize they enjoy the books and they want to know more about it. Everybody who reads The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings is moved closer to Christ. So if you're an atheist, you're not going to become a Christian overnight, but you'll be an atheist who's more predisposed towards Christianity than you were before you started reading the books. Mm-hmm. And so everybody who reads it, wherever you are, whether you're a Christian or an atheist or an agnostic or Muslim, everybody who reads Tolkien's works, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, is moved closer to Christ. Bilbo Baggins shows us how to grow up. That's what he does in the course of the book, in the course of The Hobbit. He grows up. He begins as a self-centered person who doesn't want to explore wider truths, wider possibilities, doesn't want to risk himself, doesn't want to self-sacrifice. And throughout the course of the journey, he grows up. And grows up means not just growing in size, but growing in stature.
Because he didn't really grow up in size.
No, he remained a hobbit with big furry feet. But he grew in virtue. He grew in courage. He became, I was going to say a man, he became the hobbit he was meant to be. And I think that's the whole point, is that what Tolkien is showing us in The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings is that we are not merely Homo sapiens, we are Homo viator. We're on a journey. The purpose of every man's life is to get to heaven, which is the goal of every man's life. And so basically the quest stories in Tolkien show us that we are on a journey. The journey is about growing in wisdom, growing in virtue, growing in courage, becoming self-sacrificial, laying down our lives for others, that we may actually achieve the quest, achieve the goal, which for a Christian, of course, ultimately is to be with God forever in heaven.